Hey guys, Fran here, back with another video. So before I get into this video, once again, I want to thank you for watching and ask you to subscribe so you don't miss any updates on my channel, and also share these videos with someone that you think may need them. Alright, so every Sunday I teach a mentorship class around intentional living. It's about 50 women in the group, and they're all over the world, and we come together for about an hour and a half, and I facilitate the group. What makes this group a little different is that I am able to use my gift of discernment to help them get the breakthroughs that they need to get, or to see the things that they may not be seeing, or to get the information that they may not be hearing as they are praying and meditating, things that they're missing. And so it makes the group a really powerful experience, because a lot of people leave the group knowing exactly what they need to do and how they need to do it. So today's group was a little different because we were focusing on forgiveness. And when you get to forgiveness within any session, I've noticed that when I get to the forgiveness part within any session, any group, or any teaching that I do, that is the second hardest component to get people to understand. Because forgiveness is a very touchy thing. And a lot of us don't understand that forgiveness is a gift. It's not a gift that we give to the person or the thing that has hurt us. Forgiveness is a gift that we give to ourselves, because once we forgive a situation and we let it go, we are taking our power back. We are reestablishing our power, and we are erecting our boundaries. And a lot of people cannot get past the pain of what has happened, what the person has done. And when we start to talk about unforgiveness, people really get upset because they feel that they have been so wrong. And when you forgive someone, you're not justifying what they did. I'm going to say that again. When you offer to forgive someone for something they've done to you, it does not mean that you are justifying what they've done. Forgiveness is something that is the gift that keeps giving. So as you forgive yourself, as you forgive other people, you begin to remove these really big boulders out of your path. When you are harboring unforgiveness and anger, you have roadblocks in your way. You're dodging and ducking around things, because at any time that can come up and throw you off. So it's better to release it and let it go. And when we were having this conversation today, one of the ladies was really upset because she was going through a divorce, and she felt like her husband was not financially supporting her the way he should be, and it's his fault, and on and on and on and on. So when Spirit began to talk to me about the situation, I began to ask her questions. And the questions made her uncomfortable. And the groups that I hold and the sessions and classes that I teach are always a sacred, safe space. Like, I tell everyone, whoever comes to a class or an event or any kind of teaching I do, whether it is in person or over the phone, that this is a sacred space. And if you don't want anybody knowing your business, don't go tell nobody else's business. And so everybody knows before they start any kind of class, mentorship, session with me, that everything that is being said and done within that space is confidential. So she was saying that her problem was he never asked her to forgive him. And my question to her was, why does he have to ask you? Would it make a difference on if you did or didn't, if he asked? Or are you wanting him to ask you to forgive him so that you can feel justified in your anger? Now, that's really deep. That's not like Fran level deep. That's like Spirit level deep. When you think about how you are vibrating and the frequency that you are putting out into the world, when you are harboring anger and resentment against somebody, it is really non-productive. You really want to have all of your power, and you want to move in alignment with your highest purpose and your highest good. And you are not doing that if you are mad and angry with somebody. I see people sometimes who are always frowned up. They are never smiling. No matter what's going on, they're always frowned up. And I wonder, and I pray a lot about that. And I say, God, what makes them so unhappy? Why are they so angry? A lot of the times the answer that I get back is they have not forgiven circumstances, people, and the past. If you are holding on to the past, you are never going to get to your future. You are never going to be able to even live in your present moment as effectively as you should, and you are certainly not going to manifest your best and highest good because you are vibrating at a very low level. So you're going to attract lower level people, lower level circumstances, lower level opportunities. You have got to work through that pain, because sometimes when you're offering forgiveness, it brings up a lot of pain because you have to take ownership of why you feel the way you do. You can't just say, yeah, I forgive it. It's okay. It's all good. It's all good. Let me tell you, when a woman says, yeah, it's all good, I got it, she doesn't have it, and it's not all good. We as women are natural communicators. We want to tell you what's wrong. We want you to help us fix it. And this is for my men folks that are watching, right? Women want to tell you. We want to help you. We want your assistance in correcting the situation, especially if you are a part of the situation. So when a woman says, yeah, no, it's all good. That's all right. Don't worry about it. That's the time that you need to try to figure out what's really going on, because it's not all good. Forgiveness is a constant work. You have to forgive yourself. You have to forgive others constantly. Constantly. You can't just do it one time and think it's okay. Sometimes the pain and the hurt is so deep, you have to constantly bring it up so that you can get rid of it. And people don't want to do that work. We don't want to do the forgiveness work. And then when somebody does something that reminds us of that situation or that similar situation, it brings up all this anger and all this malice and all this hate, and the person's like, oh my God, I'm sorry, I just stepped on your foot, right? Like, didn't mean for you to let me have it. It reminds you of the past pain and the past trauma that you've gone through. And the best way to really manifest even good health, good money, good love is to work on what is causing you to have the block of unforgiveness in your life. Everybody has something and someone that they need to forgive, and sometimes it's yourself. A lot of times people are dealing with hurt from their childhood. I really had to work on my self-worth and my self-love because as a child I was bullied. And being bullied is not fun, right? And back then there were no bullying laws. So I had to go through the forgiveness practice of letting all that stuff go because I wanted to elevate higher. I wanted to elevate higher, right? So I had to go back down into that place that was very uncomfortable for me, that made me very sad, that made me as a teenager very uncomfortable. I had to go back to that part of my life and I had to sit with it. I had to acknowledge it, and I had to do the work. And I thank God for a mom and a mentor and a grandmother that were extremely spiritually grounded, that could take me to a place spiritually that I could understand what was happening in the physical realm and why my life as an adult was still so chaotic and why I was still so upset and angry about things that happened when I was 12, 13, 14 years old. You have to heal what's bothering you. You cannot put a Band-Aid on your pain. You've got to get in there and you've got to do the work. So, by the end of our call tonight, the lady was telling me that I need some one-on-one time with you, Fran, because you are right. I am extremely angry. I am mad. And that is why her business was suffering. That is why her new relationship was suffering, because she was still mad about her own relationship. You cannot bring old things into new things and expect different results. You have to clean it out and you have to clear it out and you have to do the work. And believe it or not, unforgiveness can affect your health. It can affect your business. It can affect your bank account. It can affect your relationships. It can affect the way you feel about yourself. It is worth it for you to do the work around unforgiveness. All right, guys. Again, thank you for watching. I appreciate you, and I will talk to you next time. Bye for now.